Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing a few coins. I'm going to start with Bitcoin, BTC versus USD Tether from Bittrex. This is the 1 hour chart, and I don't have a lot to say in this. I remain neutral, just like in my last video. I said Bitcoin is in between moving averages. It doesn't know what to do. It's crashing very often and going up and down moving averages. So there's nothing defined. So for me, when I'm neutral in something, I don't go long and I don't go short. I just wait. I let it do its thing. And then when a trend is confirmed, I will decide if I go long or I go short. But for now, I have nothing else to say here. I remain just like in my last video. I don't trade these parts, okay? This is just a consolidation part. It's in between moving averages until there's a trend defined. I have no more news for Bitcoin. Next one, OMG versus BTC, very requested. People is asking why, what's gonna happen here? Are we still breaking above this triangle? So far, so good. It looks okay. Green volume building here. So yeah, just yesterday I made a video reviewing this very quick, and I said volume was drying up and I didn't like that, but just after the video the green volume started to build. You see more green than red. This means there's more buyers than sellers. So I have no reason to think this is bearish. It's still bullish to me, so I think it will break the triangle on the way up. But it could also break it on the way down. There's no such thing as 100% guaranteed. But if I was holding this coin, which I'm not, but if I was holding it, I would keep holding and see. And if it breaks on the downside, I would sell it until it starts to go up again, and I have more evidence of an uptrend. But right now is a good hold for what I can read, and I think it will break the triangle on the way up, but then it's going to find a huge resistance here, which is not, it's not a lot of gain if you buy when the triangle breaks out. But if you bought at the bottom of this triangle, say here, yesterday in this bottom, so you would be looking at almost 30% gains. That's huge if it breaks the triangle on the way up. As I say, I don't see anything wrong with this right now. It's just following this triangle. So good that the green volume is building. So that's always good. RSI showing overbought. So it could be going down for a little bit, but it's not very important, because if it goes down to bounce in the moving average, that would be enough to bring the RSI all the way down here probably, and then you would start going up again. Usually triangles, when they break, whether they break in the upside or in the downside, they usually do it at the third try. So it's tried once here, twice here, and then maybe this is going to be the third. It's the one that's going to be breaking it, but it's not always breaking it at the third try. I mean, that's not a 100% rule, like anything in technical analysis. It's just in the long run, it happens to be more often than not. Like maybe out of 10 times, maybe 6 times it will do it in the third try. But it's still 60-40, it's not a huge percentage. So it doesn't have to be like that. Moving on. NEO, I think it's another hot coin. Everybody's looking at NEO right now. I think NEO is going to be consolidating here. So far it's holding very good on the moving averages. So I don't see anything wrong with NEO. I see a lot of green volume as well, like here, a lot of green spikes. This is good. This signals that there's going to be an uptrend in the future. But again, it's never 100% guaranteed. It's just more likely than not. So what I see here is a perfect Elliott wave. I have made a video tutorial on Elliott waves. So if you want to watch it, you will see this is a perfect, three waves up. 1, 2, 3. The second one always the longest one. Then retracement, and then the third one, but it doesn't go as high as the previous one. And then we have an ABC correction. From here, ABC correction, and after that, no one knows what's going to happen. I commented on that video tutorial that usually you see some consolidation after that. After the Elliott wave it's completed, usually you see some consolidation until the price decides if it can continue to go up and break all-time highs, or if it wants to continue to correct. The market will have to decide on this, but so far the signs are positive. Green volume, almost no red volume, so there's no sellers. But of course, sellers can come anytime. Just because right now there's no sellers, it doesn't mean tomorrow there's not gonna be a bunch of sellers here. But so far what we can read is a lot more buyers than sellers. So yeah, perfect Elliott waves here to the top, then perfect ABC correction, and now consolidation, which is typical. And so long as we are above or in the middle of moving averages, it's just a consolidation period. So I think we're going to have some more consolidation here before it decides if it goes up or down. But so far it looks it's going to go up based on volume. Bitcoin Cash, exactly the same as for NEO that I just said. This is a perfect Elliott wave. Let me hide all these lines, it's just so confusing. So 1, 2, 3 waves up for the Elliott wave, the second one always the longest one, and then ABC correction, just like I pointed in that tutorial. I was actually doing it in Bitcoin Cash, I think. And then after that, I said probably it's going to have to consolidate until it decides if it wants to go up and break all-time highs, or the market will decide to go down. The volume for this one is not as great as others, but we still have more green than red here. The spikes that we see are usually green. We have a couple here, we have a big one here, but then 2 smaller ones, like a smaller and then even a smaller. This means that we ran out of buyers. That's why we went down here. And the rest of the volume here, it looks actually more red than green, so that's not so great. We just had some red spike here and here, but now it's going down. The reds are going down, so it means less and less sellers. So this will have to decide. I'm personally very I'm a big supporter of Bitcoin Cash. I just like the fundamentals a lot, the philosophy behind it. I believe in it, but you know, you cannot let your political views to get in the middle of your profits. If I see in the technicals that it will go down, I will not invest in it, of course. But so far, I think it's not looking bad. It's looking good. It's looking more bullish than bearish. We're just consolidating here, and I think after it consolidates for a little bit more, we will see another leg up. I mean, the minimum value that I give to this coin, it's like 1200, between 1100 and 1200. That's the value that I give to this coin as of today. Ripple, it had a huge pump recently, but as we can see here, so green volume a lot. This was signaling like investors coming in, like to accumulate this coin because it was very, very low, very, very cheap. But right after that, we got a huge red spike. So many sellers. This is the one-day candles, by the way. Ripple versus Bitcoin. So it's the RSI showing extremely overbought, so it should be going down. I would like to see Ripple consolidating for a little bit more. I mean, I don't trust Ripple right now. It needs to prove itself a little bit more. This could just be a pump and dump. This looks to me, honestly, this doesn't look to me like bottom and now we're gonna go up. This looks to me like the last pump before the dump. Like, this still doesn't look to me as a market cycle complete. For this to be a market cycle complete, I would have preferred Ripple to go down even more to this line here and consolidate slowly, you know, and start to see volume building, which would signal investors accumulating again. But this dump all of the sudden, and then this pump all of the sudden, and then the dump, and it went right below moving average again. I don't trust it yet. I wouldn't go long here, like, not even joking. I wouldn't go long. I will wait and see if it consolidates for a little bit more, then I'll take the analysis from there. But right now, it had a big pump and a dump. I mean, this line is holding it for now, but there's so much red volume here, so many sellers, the RSI overbought. I don't really trust Ripple. It was just because of one announcement. It could have pumped the price and then dumped right back down. I don't think Ripple is done correcting yet. I would like to see some more consolidation before I can call it a bull market here, honestly. But that's just my view. Of course, don't take it as a financial advice. Do your own analysis and compare it with other people's analysis, and then have your own conclusion. But me personally, I wouldn't go long on Ripple here. I would wait for it to see what's going to do, if it consolidates or if it just dumps again. It's not to be trusted right now. And last, I have the chart for gold here. I usually only do crypto, but why not? Gold is interesting because it could be finally getting out of the bear market. Of course, there's nothing warranted and there's nothing confirmed. But this is clearly a consolidation period, right? Because this is the 1 week candle. So we've been here for months already in the middle of moving averages. So more often than not, when you have these consolidation periods, this is called this could be either consolidation accumulation or consolidation distribution. So if it's distribution, it means big institutions are selling again, and then this will continue to go in the bear market. But if it's consolidation accumulation, it means big institutions are accumulating now slowly so that they don't cause, the price to go up very quick, and they don't cause FOMO in the space, so they can accumulate for cheap for longer before we actually go into a bull market. So there's nothing confirmed, but the reason why I'm leaning more for bullish than for bearish is because the regular stock market it's at the very, very high levels, and even though it doesn't show any signs of weakness in the technicals, I don't see the stock market looking weak at all if I look at the technicals. But fundamentally, it's been too many years going up, and it's gone up a lot. So I think a recession is overdue, and if big institutions are seeing the same, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who sees this, that could be a reason for them to start accumulating gold, and that's why maybe we are starting to see this consolidation period in gold now. So I wouldn't go long on gold, just like I said for Bitcoin. I don't go long or short during consolidation periods. I will wait until we finish the consolidation, and then we can clearly see the beginning of a downtrend or the beginning of an uptrend. And I prefer to enter in the early trend, whether it's short or long. I prefer to enter at the early trend and not entering going in a long position here in the consolidation, and then before you know it, we are in a bear market again. So that's not my style at all. I don't try to catch bottoms, and I don't think this is going to be the bottom anyways. Even if it's consolidating, I think it's going to have to go down to test some other support. So that's my thoughts for gold. I mean, if this turns out to be a bull market after the consolidation, I mean, I'm not worried. We're going to have time to enter in the uptrend, because if we go in an uptrend, most likely we're going to break the all-time highs and go all the way down, all the way up to 3,000 in the next few years, in the next 3-6 years. I mean, if the regular market collapses and starts going down, gold is going to go up and break the all-time highs, because that's just what happens historically. That's what's been happening historically for centuries. So there's no reason for me to think it's going to change right in this year, although it could. Of course, it could go down and die. Gold could die. Why not? Nothing is impossible. But how likely that is? I mean, if we go into a bull market, then we're going to break all-time highs as usual, and we're going to go somewhere here at 3,000 at least. So there's time enough to enter. Why would you try and enter here just to make a few more bucks? And having the risk of this continuing the bear market. So that's my reasoning and my logic for waiting. I always go with the trend. I don't trade these parts. That's the reason why I'm not trading Bitcoin or going long on Bitcoin right now. I am friend with the trend until the end when it bends. That's it. So expect me to change my mind for any of the coins I just reviewed today. what I said about them today is what I can read today. But if tomorrow they go into a bear market, I will change my mind before you know it, and I'm gonna be bearish. So that's all for my video of today. I hope it's clear everything I had to say today, and if not, guys, please leave your comments as usual, and I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge, and I'll see you soon. Bye.